Hello, straight A's math student. Today's topic will be solving simultaneous equation using the elimination method. So here we have two equations, right? And we're trying to solve for x and y. We don't know the value of x nor y. So the first step we're going to do is write back the equation, both equations. So we have 4x plus y plus 3x minus y, right? So now we're going to get the x values. So here we have 4x and 3x. And we know that 4 plus 3 give us 7x, right? And we don't need to write back the y value because let me show you guys. So a positive y and a negative y, right? And we're going to write back the equal sign. And these two numbers here, 3 and 11, you're going to add both of them, which will give us 14, right? And we're going to write back the 7x. A positive and a negative will give us 0, 0. So we don't need to write that 0 there, right? So we're going to just leave that part. So we cancel out all of this. So we're going to write back the equal sign and write back the 14. Because we already know that 3 plus 11 give us 14. So now we have 7x equal 14. So now we still don't solve for x, right? So first we're solving for the x value. We don't know the x value. So here we're seeing that whenever a consonant and a variable, a number and the variable are beside each other, this represents multiplication. So we're going to do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. So we're going to divide 7 on both sides, right? So now the next step is canceling. So we're going to cancel 7 into itself one time, and we know that 7 into itself one time, 7 into itself one, and 7 into 14 two times. So we only leave with x. Right back the x, the equal sign, and we only have 2 here, right? Because we know that 1 times 2 give us 2. And 1 times 1 is 1. So if we write it like this, it will still be 2. Because whenever it's a fraction like this, and the number is at the top, and 1 is at the bottom as the denominator, is still the whole number. So this will be 2. So x is equal to 2, right? So now we're going to try to solve for y. Solving for y, the y value, right? And we already know the x value. So now we can use any of these equations to solve for the y value, right? Either equation 1 or 2. So I'm going to use equation 2, right? So 3x minus y equal 11. 3x minus y equal 11. And here we already know that x is equal to 2. So we're going to substitute where the x is. We're going to write 2. Right? So x is equal to 2. So we don't need to write x anymore. We already know x is 2. We're going to write back the 3 minus y equal 11. So here 3, whenever you see the bracket, it means multiply, right? So 3, 2, 6 minus y equal 11. Now we're going to add the negative y over to make y the value of, to make y the subject of the formula, and then we're going to write back the equal sign and write back the 11. Now this 6 is a positive 6, right? We don't have the plus sign, but we know that it's a positive 6. So if we're going to bring the 6 over this side, the sign going to change to a negative, right? So here we know that 6 from 11 gives us 5. And this is a negative y, right? This is a negative y. So we're going to write negative y into y and a negative y. Right. So we all know that wherever the value, the y, whenever you see it like that, it represents 1. Right? So if this would be x, it will still be 1. So whenever it's a single variable, it just represents 1, right? So we cancel negative into negative and cancel this. So now we know that the answer will be negative 5, right? Because a negative and a positive will give us a negative when dividing or multiplying. So now we know that the y value is negative 5. So in this case, we can substitute to figure if our answer is right. So in this case, now we can going to try to find if our answer is correct. So now we know that we're going to plug in what we have down here into the equation. So we know that x is equal to 2, right? And we know that the y is negative 5. So here we have 2, 4, give us 8. And whenever you're adding, when there's a negative and a positive, it will always be a negative. So 8 minus 5 give us 3. And down here, we know that the x is 2, and we know that 5, the y is negative 5. So 2, 3, 6 minus a negative and a negative will give us a positive. So now we know that 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any topic or any problem that you have with maths, you can just comment and leave it, and I will just post a video on that. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.